In a highly anticipated report 2 years in the making, the Inspector General found that when the FBI secretly opened an investigation into possible Russian influence of the Trump campaign in July 2016, it followed the rules about launching that kind of case. The report said it found no evidence of political bias and said the FBI had a legitimate purpose in looking at whether there was a threat to national security. But it was harshly critical of the FBI's court application for permission to conduct surveillance on Carter Page, a former Trump campaign advisor, saying there were serious management failures. The FBI relied heavily on an unverified anti-Trump dossier assembled by Christopher Steele, a former British spy hired by an outside group to conduct research on Trump and Russia. The report says the FBI's court application made statements about Steele that were, quote, inaccurate, incomplete, and unsupported, overselling his value as a source and glossing over the fact that many claims he made were not checking out. The Inspector General reached no conclusions about the FBI's motive behind these repeated failures, but said it got no satisfactory explanation about how all these mistakes happened. James Comey, who was in charge of the FBI at the time, says the report is largely a vindication.
There was no treason, there was no conspiracy, there was no tapping of Trump's wires, there was no putting informants in the campaign. It was all nonsense.
But President Trump said today the report backs up his claim that the FBI was out to get him.
This was an overthrow of government. This was an attempted overthrow, and a lot of people were in on it, and they got caught. They got caught red-handed.
Trump's Attorney General, William Barr, did not go nearly that far, but in a written statement, he said the report makes clear that the FBI launched an intrusive investigation of a U.S. presidential campaign on the thinnest of suspicions, which did not justify the steps the FBI took. Months ago, Barr appointed a U.S. attorney in Connecticut, John Durham, to conduct a separate review. And in a highly unusual statement today, given that his investigation isn't done, Durham echoes the Attorney General, saying he does not agree with the Inspector General about how the FBI's investigation was opened in the first place. The Inspector General says tonight he's ordering a new investigation into how the FBI applies for these secret surveillance warrants, and the FBI director says he has already ordered changes in how that process works.
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here, and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.